they've got a chant where they say MVP,
That's her
MVP.
favorite, yes. MVP, MVP. Emma is the happiest, silliest, goofiest, funniest little pickle that I have ever met. She is full of life, full of joy, and just delightful. She's super funny, and we love her to bits.
She is the kindest heart ever. She's so fun to be around. Every time I see her, she's just a ball of energy. She comes from a great family. She loves hanging out with us. She calls us her girls. Whenever she's out in public, she'll be like, I just want to be with my team. This is my team.
Emma is a very special character. She's a really fun person to be around.
She's like a light in our lives. Being around Emma, your day is immediately brightened. She's just so much fun to be around. She just has such a positive outlook on life.
You know, I think we figured out that Emma wasn't meeting her developmental milestones relatively early in her life. I think that was our first clue that, you know, something might not be going according to plan.
We ended up going into the hospital for testing, and the results were that Emma had something called periventricular leukomalacia, which is a kind of brain damage around the ventricles of her brain. And they also found that she did have chromosomal changes, and she was diagnosed as autistic. So it was this sort of triple whammy all at once. There are 39 cases of Emma's syndrome worldwide. It's called Viveri-Brady syndrome.
I have the Viveri-Brady syndrome.
Do you remember when you found out that you had Viveri-Brady syndrome?
Yeah, I think it was when I was a baby.
Yeah? And how did it make you feel to find that out?
Happy.
Happy? Good. When your child gets a diagnosis, it just really makes you stop, take a big, deep breath and prioritize what is it that is important. And what's important is relationships, friendships, happiness, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of inclusion in its sort of purest sense.
We were referred to Team Impact by Emma's geneticist over at the UW. And he thought, when he heard about it, that Emma would be a really great candidate to do this.
And Adam and I panicked because both of us have 2 left feet and absolutely 0 coordination skills.
No, neither one of us will be playing basketball anytime soon, for sure.
So yeah, we were a bit worried, and we were like, well, we'll investigate it a little bit further, but oh my goodness, I hope they don't think we're gonna play with them because we're terrible.
Team Impact was actually introduced to me through Kate Barnoski, my associate head coach, who's now the head coach at Babson. We were able to be connected with a Team Impact representative here in the Midwest, and that's when we were introduced to Emma Morgan. I think, you know, anyone, whether you're a child or adult, when you first meet new people, I think that can be a daunting thing, and Emma was no exception. We had more of a soft introduction and had them come into the Kohl Center, and they're shooting around a bit. Since that time though, she has completely embraced being a Badger.
Yeah, Emma loves the team. Emma loves being part of the team. She loves being number 16, which I'm not even sure is a regulation number, but it's okay.
I like having fun with them, and it's really fun to hang out with them. Once again, I'm Emma Morgan, and I'm number 16.
Whenever the voice comes across that there's a substitution, she's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. And it's never her. She's like, oh, I thought it was gonna be me. I thought it was gonna be me. She loves every second of it, and she'll sit behind the team at games and yell at them, like yell great things at them.
Her and her family have the front row right behind the bench. We hear them, we see their posters, definitely our biggest fans.
Emma's the loudest fan in the stands. She's always cheering super loud for us.
I've heard her chanting D is her favorite thing to say during the game.
All of the 11 years of her life, she has never sat still for more than 5 minutes. And she will sit at these games and watch her teammates play and cheer for them. And she is part of that team, and she feels a responsibility towards her teammates to be there and cheer. And it's really, really special. It has taught her empathy One time, this was in the first year, the Badgers lost, and Emma came home and she felt really bad for Avery, and she wanted to make a video to send to Avery to say, you know what, Avery, we all have bad days, and I've had some bad days, and I've learned that the next day isn't so bad.
And I want you to know that it's okay. Sometimes we all have a tough time, but you showed us how to get up, dust yourself off, and keep giving your all. You make me so happy, and I love being on your team.
I think that was the first real time that we thought, wow, she gets the whole thing. She understands the whole program. She understands the concept, and here she is making sure that her teammate is okay, and that's incredible. You don't get that with any other extracurricular activity, and it's really magical. I think that the phrase all in, all together is really exemplified by every single member of this Badgers basketball team. Every single one of them cares about Emma, and Emma knows that every single one of them cares about her, and she in turn cares about every single one of them.
We treat Emma like a sister, Emma treats us like a sister, and I think everyone on this team has a different mindset going into a lot of things and not taking things for granted and realizing how important friends and family really are.
There's perspective all around, right? I think whether you're looking at Emma or any of the other young people that are in Team Impact, if you're dealing with a life-altering or life-threatening disease, and we're talking about wins and losses in a game. Emma and her family, and understanding that relationship and knowing how much life she still has, that she's full of life, that she's still excited about being a part of this, makes you understand this is much bigger than basketball.
Do you think that your teammates have learned something from you?
Yeah?
What do you think they've learned from you?
That autism means great things.
You said people with disabilities are just like everybody else.
People with disabilities are just like everybody else.
You know, we've made some amazing friendships with all of these, wonderful young women, and watched them mature and develop, both on the basketball court and off. It's been a lot of fun being kind of like an inside member of a team in a way that I don't think any of us have ever experienced before. And Emma just loves it so much. It's been such a great experience for her. And it really does give her a community of people that, are not necessarily linked because they share disabilities, but are, linked because, they love each other. And it's wonderful. We've been so happy to participate.
Go Badgers!
Good job, Emma.